Check two, check two. I got that. Slider. There we go. There we go. I think we're good for now. How is everybody doing today? How actually is the audio coming out? Let me check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Oh, I have to figure out how to split this. Check 2. How about now? Can you guys hear me? Oh, I'm gonna have to pause the music. Here, hang on. 1 2. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Oh, you know what? Oh, actually kills it. Whoops. How about here? Oh, okay. Well, small technical glitches I need to get used to. I think that's pretty good though. How's my voice though? I think I should add some more. Oh, I do need to add more. Oh, wow, that's low. Noise output gain. What? 5 decibels? Check 2. That's pretty good. Check 2. 2. Kind of. Yeah, see, adjust this part here. Where's EQ? Expander? Oh, gain. Duh. Gain. Gain. Let me add 5 here. Check 2. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's loud. Hey, hey. Oh, yeah. That's a little loud. Gain. Let's put down to 2.5. Check 2. Okay, that's pretty good. I can bring it down just a smidge more. Oh, and the beautiful thing now, I can actually go ahead and... Nice. I gotta do sound effects now. Okay, hang on one second. There we go. Ah, perfect. I should probably crank up the music a little more. Can you guys hear that clear? Okay, I think it's pretty good. Oh wow, it's hot outside. Alright, let me mute myself so I don't hear myself double. Alright, so how is everybody doing? Well, did some small upgrades on, well, small is, what the heck is going on here? Why is this red? Excellent condition. Why is Twitch low? Unstable. Oh, bitrate's too high. Excuse me. Fine, I can figure that out later. You know what? If I have too high of a bitrate, that might be not a bad thing, Twitch. Yeah, I might like be slowing down my internet, but come on, man. I actually am saturating my internet. Yeah, maybe I should. I think it's already too late for me to modify that. Oh yeah, way too late. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna affect the stream or what. Oh, actually, yeah, no, I had improved a lot. Okay, cool. Okay, fine, whatever, Twitch. I'm sending you too much information. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm sending 5 megabits per, so we're fine. Okay, cool. So, yep, I made a couple of changes on the stream just to clean up UI and some other stuff. So, trying to do some small upgrades as we go along. As you can tell, I got a new little logo here. Improved the music here. Kind of modified the layout. And I really did a lot of cleanup more on my end. And plus, I am now a circle. So, let's see. You know, I should actually make a button for that. To switch stream. To switch. Let's see. Oh, but yeah. Oh, we're gonna be doing a lot of tweaks today, boys. Set scene. Actually, I need to put logic here. Delete logic. If OBS scene changed, no, is okay, never mind. Then delete this. We gotta make some other adjustments here. Delete all actions. OBS set scene to main. Save. Text needs to be to the bottom. There. Browser view. Yeah, I got a lot to improve on, so just bear with me for a second, guys. I got a lot of little tweaks to do. There we go. Well, technically this should work as soon as I just do this. Yeah. And then do this one. There we go, cool. Alright. Alright, enough with the tinkering. Yeah, better. Okay, so today I want to talk about Rocky Linux. And no, not Rocky Balboa. Rocky Linux. So, for those that are not in the know of Linux, of the world of Linux, and okay, if you're not in the world of Linux, because of Linux, you know Linux, because Linux, like the Linux to Linux, Wally Linux. If you're not in a lot of the know of the flavors of Linux, there is a there's obviously the more core units of Linux themselves. You have Debian and Red Hat. I think it was called RHEL, or was it Red Hat? What they called it? Yeah, it's basically Red Hat. It's just basically CentOS. Let's just make it like that. And so, sorry, I don't have my actual headsets with me. So there's this change that was made a few years ago with which was the main Red Hat Enterprise Linux, or RHEL, flavor of Linux, called CentOS, which is one of the more popular ones in the enterprise. However, the company that ended up, I don't know if it was absorbed or what. Oh, here it is. December 8, 2020, Red Hat announced they would discontinue development of CentOS. And I'm assuming this is in favor of using the Red Hat Enterprise. Yep. They wanted to change it to CentOS Stream. Sorry, I'm reading here for a second here. Okay, so CentOS apparently went discontinued development because Red Hat wanted to change it to CentOS Stream, which I'm assuming is because CentOS Stream, I think it has a shorter lifespan or support span. So that's what I'm looking for. So about CentOS, let's see. What is it that they did here? Let me see, what is CentOS Stream talking about here? See, this is the problem where CentOS is having a problem. The maintenance is ending in 2024. So for like enterprise level stuff, you don't want anything without maintenance updates. Full updates are done. So this is a big no-no. Older versions still maintained, but the problem is that when you got to use CentOS Stream, right? So where's the CentOS Stream stuff? I have to find out what's up with the CentOS Stream. Well, whatever. So, Rocky Linux was born because CentOS was changing its distribution and support style. So, the guy that originally made CentOS, which his name is Gregory Kurtzer, basically forked CentOS into Rocky Linux, and apparently everybody, it's just basically CentOS. It really is. I actually tried it out today, and it is CentOS. So, why I wanted to bring this up. So lately, we've been in my company working on getting enterprise class and enterprise grade everything to the point that it's just we live, eat, and breathe enterprise. And since I'm working on just the core infrastructure and the architecture, infrastructure, operating systems, and everything, I'm like, okay, so if we're going away from CentOS 7, obviously because it's the only one that has 10 years of support, what are we going to do because CentOS is no longer enterprise supported. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna go Debian? Are we gonna go Ubuntu? Are we gonna do Rocky Linux? Are we gonna go Amazon Linux? You know, are we gonna go Kali? We're gonna go Fedora? I want to know. So, we ended up talking about it in detail, and we decided that we're gonna be going with Rocky Linux. And Rocky Linux is something that, honestly, it's gonna be the same exact thing as CentOS. And we booted up an install of Rocky Linux, and it's exactly the same thing as CentOS, except that they changed the CentOS to Rocky. Really, all it is. And so far, I have not found any difference between CentOS and Rocky Linux, which makes things so much better. And I really am. So far, it's just literally had like an hour, maybe an hour and a half of time with it, and it was behaving just like CentOS 7, and maybe, well, CentOS 8 was pretty much the same thing as well. So, the conversation that I had today with one of my guys was, because he was doing the install for the first time on like a CentOS, and he was like, "Oh, well, you want a GUI?" I'm like, no GUI, no. I am trying, and I think this is something where I think everybody in IT needs to learn how to get away from the fear of the command line and command prompt and terminal, because we're in a new era of IT where everything is going through the web. And once everything goes to the web, do you really need a user interface on the operating system? No. Look at Windows Admin Center. That's a perfect example. I did a video, I did a live stream actually like 4 months ago on that. And yeah, it's still a massive work in progress. I might actually make a video on how to, actually that might be my next video, on how to do or how to install Windows Admin Center on your domain. And that's gonna be a great video, because I can actually go in and talk about the benefits of Windows Admin Center, but also bring up the downfalls of a Windows Admin Center. Really, what it is just admin. It's not an engineering tool at all. Am I live? I am live. Sorry, I'm having a moment here that I think I'm not, but I am actually live. Yeah, I'm live on both. Yeah, never mind. Okay, never mind. So, why is it still saying whatever? Streams, whatever. But the parts that I'm having a conversation with everybody is that if okay, so one of the biggest things, and I should probably switch. One of the biggest things that we have in IT is cybersecurity and our attack surface. Attack surface is everything. Attack surface basically means what can be attacked to be exploited in your environment. You remove the GUI, you remove the graphical interface from Windows, Linux. I don't think Mac has a terminal version, but you take it from Windows and Linux. You reduce your threat exposure significantly because there's less modules that need to be installed, and where having a graphical interface can also, it could be beneficial, but having the actual interface be a threat, you have to start thinking, what's the point? On top of that, the biggest thing the biggest opportunity, because everything is an opportunity unless you don't, you just ignore it. The biggest opportunity for automation and scripting and everything that goes between it is available to you once you have an actual terminal based terminal based operating system like Windows Server Core or Windows Debian or Ubuntu server or CentOS. It's a big benefit, and I don't get where a lot of people actually have hesitations in actually getting or learning server core or terminal or CentOS or Debian or anything like that. I just don't get it, but it is what it is, and I get it. I understand. It's daunting. It's a very difficult thing to learn if you're not privy or understanding of terminal and scripting and stuff like that. But it will make you better. It will make you much more agile, and it'll make you just flexible. And being flexible in IT is huge. Look, here's a perfect thing. I'm actually downloading Rocky Linux now to see if I can actually do a quick install with you guys on stream. Planned end of life 2029. Oh. Wait. Where's the heck the audio go? Ah, my meme. Wait. Wait, it didn't work? Oh, do I have to be out of studio mode? Let me see. Hold on. No, it's working. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I did miss it. 1 second. Scene.
Nice.
There we go. Yep. Got some new memes.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so. Where was I? I lost. Oh, yeah. So, end of life 2029.
What am I gonna do?
I got new memes, so I'm gonna be enjoying this. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this too much. I gotta work on getting actually like sound bites and stuff like that later on, but that will evolve. That evolves over time. But going back to what I was saying, the opportunity that you get with CentOS obviously is gonna be, oh, sorry. Give me 1 second. I just realized, am I streaming at 1080p? I hope I am. Oh, I cannot see it, can I? Oh, no, I am. I don't think I'm encoding properly. Oh, boy. That's not good. Well, I got some tweaking to do after this. Yay. Fine, whatever. Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, don't like it. Okay, sorry. Getting ADD here. All right, so the part that I really want to hammer out is people should not be afraid of dealing with terminal or anything that's related to the actual terminal itself and things that trying to get the right words here to articulate it. What I think people need to understand is, and this was actually an article I was reading online, where people would automate themselves out of a job, and I find that highly illogical. And I don't understand companies that would actually automate themselves out of a job, or like companies that would allow the tech to automate themselves out of a job. Yeah, you have the script done. What happens if that script breaks or an update's done and all of that stuff breaks? Who's gonna maintain it? This is the mentality where a lot of companies think, oh yeah, just automate the things and then just walk away. No, you gotta have the guy that maintains the robot, or so to speak, or you gotta have people to maintain the script. You gotta people make sure that there's no vulnerabilities behind it. There's a lot of things to do, and I think these are all the top execs that don't understand operations when it comes to IT or functionality that IT does. A lot of times people think, oh, this guy's just, all he does is just reply to help desk tickets. No. We do so much more than just responding to tickets. We're literally trying to make our lives as easy as possible. And sometimes that's not an easy task. Like for now, I'm working on some automation that gets me information from AWS, and I have no idea how to do it. And I have to learn how to do it and figure out. I'm gonna have to probably learn how to do Python, like in actual like deep understanding of Python to do what I want to do. And what, I'm gonna find somebody to do it for me? No, that's gonna cost way too much money. I'd rather just figure it out on my own. And not only that, it's actually gonna improve my skill set with Python, which I've been wanting to dive into for a while. It's gonna improve my understanding of a lot of the scripting languages and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, these new technologies should not scare you. You shouldn't. You can't be. Because if you get scared of just new technologies, I'm sorry, man. Things don't look good for you. And it's the truth. Alright, so I just got Rocky Linux installed, downloaded. Let me set up the VM here. Hang on. That's fine. All right, let me see. I might have to actually create a new scene, don't I? Yep. All right. This might change, but let's see. I gotta transform. There we go. Yep, saw that coming. Oh, there we go. you know what? Hold on. Okay, there we go. I think that looks better. Let me just move that to the middle. There we go. Cool. So, if you're seeing CentOS, it's the same exact thing. Huh? What happened? Yeah. Get away from mommy. She's coming with the dessert, remember? Alright. So, inside of here, and this is the part that I wanted to really talk about. So, we're going to go ahead and click here. Clicky, clicky. So this is literally the same exact thing as CentOS, except it says here Rocky. That's it. All right. So first thing you would do is obviously you want to change the password here, set it to something. That's fine. Okay. And then here, and this is the part that I don't understand. I have to just click. Oh, you don't have to click it. That's probably why I was doing it wrong. Here, this was the point of contention when it came to install. Should we do it with a GUI, or should we do it with just regular server? I like to start minimal. Unless I have something that I really need to get here. And Windows File Server is one of those things. How we're monitoring. GNOME. GNOME is just UI, so might as well just go here. InfiniBand, mail server, NFS, network servers, performance tools. What was it? Remote management. Remote management interface for Rocky, virtualization hypervisor. Basic web server, legacy Unix container management, headless management. Yeah, honestly, this would be the best way to do it. But no, I go minimal. Because really, what do you need? What more do you really need? Actually, come think about it. Yeah, you can do virtualization hosts. That's actually pretty useful. So let's go use minimal. I want to see something here. Security tools for integration. RPM tools. Graphical development, container management. Yeah, let's do minimal. Because really, what else do you need? Everything else you can just activate. This is a part that I recommend everybody to do. Go in here and hit turn on. Trust me, it's worth it. There was one more feature that I needed to turn on. I forgot what it was. I think it's connect automatically. I don't remember. You do that, you're done. And then we're going to install. And really, there's no difference between this one and CentOS. Even 8. I think I did an 8 install, and I was like, there's no difference. At least that's a good thing to keep it consistent. But, yeah, it is what it is. Let's change the music. How many more of these? Oh, I actually got a few more. Actually, no, I'm digging it. Actually, let's do this. I don't know how's it coming out. That's actually pretty good. Excellent. Alrighty, let's see how this is going along. Oh, I'm still playing in. There we go. Oopsie. Still hearing myself in my head. That is something I do want to do. Add a subscriber count. Still going. Still installing. Hey, finally. All right, so this was a conversation. Hey, wait, is my video stuck? My video, oh my god. Can you guys hear me? Oh yeah, you guys can hear me, but my video's stuck. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this cam sucks. Give me 1 second. Jesus. Dang it. Hang on 1 second. Gotta troubleshoot. this one. No, this is actually, I'm actually running on OBS. I think it's actually my webcam is crapped out. Let me modify something here. There we go. There we go. Hey, I'm back. Okay, cool. Oh, I have been using this camera heavily in the last year. Okay, so Rocky Linux is actually a fork of CentOS. It's actually a derivative of CentOS Linux. So it's, I actually just got it. Yeah, I'm in right now. Cool. Yep. And I was actually talking about that earlier on stream. So CentOS is actually being phased out. I don't know about Alma Linux. I haven't looked into it yet, but I do know that Rocky Linux is forked from CentOS itself, from the creator of CentOS himself. So what he did is that when Red Hat said that they're not going to be supporting CentOS and moving it over to CentOS Stream, the guy that originally made CentOS said, no, screw it. I'm going to keep it the way it should have been, forked it, and created Rocky Linux. So Rocky Linux is exactly, and I'm telling you, it's like I use it today, it's exactly the same thing as CentOS Linux. And to the point that I gotta do this yum update. Boom. Exactly. And so far in my in the small use case, I've only used it for like a few hours today. It's the same exact thing. It functions, it behaves. All the little nuances are actually still part of CentOS, like that were part of CentOS is a part of Rocky Linux. And there's, I think they're coming, and this, the good thing is that it has 10 years of support. Exactly. But it looks, a lot of companies have already adopted it actually. Let me pull this up really quick, because I actually, that was one thing I was really concerned about, is, you know, how is this going to be supported? Because I'm putting this in my company. I better make sure I use it. So where is it? That's not the web browser. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, you on Gen 2 Linux? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I would love to definitely pick your brain on a couple of things. Oh, Jesus, my browser. Okay, hold on. Sorry, new UI. I'm still kind of getting things acclimated here. Yeah, so this was my biggest concern about Rocky Linux was the enterprise. And so far, the backing, I'm really happy. Microsoft 45 Drive, ARM, AWS, Google Cloud. Just the fact that we got the three biggest clouds, the biggest cloud providers, I'm good. VMware, Supermicro, software virtualization, and hardware makers. Open source labs is huge. Mattermost, I don't know. Equinix is one of the biggest colo providers, I believe, in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. I think next to Terramark. Yes. So that's the part that I believe where Rocky Linux is going to succeed, because CentOS has a huge, and I'm talking about a huge amount of support when it comes to the enterprise, and a lot of people want to make sure that they actually get a very good product in their operating system. That's why Debian is good. I don't think it has such a foundational impact in the enterprise in comparison to CentOS. I'm running Ubuntu on my server here, and I sort of regret it. I should have really gone CentOS. I haven't heard about that part yet. I read it here somewhere. Where is it? Rocket Linux. The fact is actually they're hitting a lot of their milestones fast. So it looks like they actually have a really good dev team supporting it. And the best thing about it is 10 years of support for each version. So Rocket Linux 8 supports till 2029. So I think it's gonna be great. So where was, here it is. Yeah, I agree, but the thing is that now they have a lot of companies backing it in an open source form. I can see it being pretty successful. So that's going to be something that obviously we're going to take a look at. Plus, fact is that Amazon, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure are inside of the collaboration sphere. I'm pretty confident. But Rocket Linux, it's the same exact thing. I have no complaints with it whatsoever. Yeah, so the thing about Ubuntu is this. I have no problems in the configs and anything like that. The configuration is awesome. Like I think I got my server up in a test and I'm running Docker containers from all my applications that I have here in my house. And the management is cake. The only thing I don't like is that I actually have to reboot. So Docker, I have about 29 or 30 containers. I don't remember how many containers I have now. And I liked the fact that Docker, I don't have to install and uninstall, and it can affect all my machines. I don't want to build 45 VMs. My server is... Oh yeah, I get it. LXD is full hypervisor, isn't it? Or is it like Podman or Kubernetes? I think LXD, if I'm not mistaken, it's like Podman. Ah, got it. Okay. Yeah. Again, I've been very focused on Docker because that's actually the... okay, that makes sense. So the thing is that I've used Docker in my company, and the company that I work for actually started pushing forward towards Docker, and it was what I was exposed to, and it just makes a lot of sense. Yeah, if it is ephemeral, depending on how you configure it. So you can actually create what they're called Docker volumes. Basically, there's just containerized volumes where the data is persistent over time, or you can actually map it directly to your disk. So that's the benefit I like about the ephemeral process that Docker has. Like, hey, I made a config, I didn't like it, trash it, rebuild it, and I'm fine. My files that I need to keep are there. And really, that's a lot of stuff that I have on my server. It is ephemeral. The only thing that I have, you got me thinking. I do know that since Docker is trying to push more towards a priced tiered system, that I think they're gonna everybody's gonna start moving to like a Podman or LXD. Well, I know Kubernetes is also another one that's being used. There was another one besides Podman. What was it called? Forgot what it was called. I don't remember now. But I do know that there was another flavor like Podman and Docker, Kubernetes. There was another one that was actually like starting like a really grassroots movement. I just can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But the thing I like about Docker is that a lot of people really have it is a lot easier to build and to launch and stuff like that. But like Docker it's really like 3 commands. Exactly. I agree. If you're going into shell and setting it, yeah, I 110% agree. If you're going to go ahead and launch a container, then you have to actually go inside of the container, make 1,000 other changes. Why? Really? Just, you shouldn't. And really what you should be doing is having everything become environmental variables or an env file and just pull all those variables on launch. That's what a lot of, that's one of the things that I liked having all of these containers. I have 29. Yeah, again, 29 containers on an old i5. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't have it. I actually don't have a Discord yet. I do want to start doing something like that, like sort of like community builds. Once obviously my channel gets bigger, I really want to do like spotlights of like, hey, this is what people are using and stuff like that. I really spotlight builds. But my home server is crappy. I'm working on trying to get a better one because I'm running an i5 4th gen, 24 gigs of RAM and 3 terabytes on a RAID 1. Extremely old, but it's extremely useful for what I have. And the benefits is I'm actually using only 5 gigs of RAM. Yeah, it's true. I do have AES. It was just I don't have a lot of storage. I want to get an actual. I'm actually looking to getting like a Dell server. I'm seeing it like off lease for like maybe $500-$600, and then slapping some 4 or 6 terabytes or something like that. I don't know. I have to see how much the pricing is once I buy it. But I really want to set up like about 12 to 14 terabytes of storage, so I can have backups, VMs, the whole nine. I'm looking. The thing I'm thinking about Ubuntu. It was actually one of the core things. Is actually have to reboot. I have to reboot after I do patches. That's the only part I don't like. Yeah, I do. I saw. I think the one that I'm eyeing, because it tells you it needs to reboot. That's the part that I'm like, why is it Ubuntu telling me that I need to reboot? It's just patches. It said no, reboot required. I have to find out how to do the live patch on the kernel. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm just doing apt get update and upgrade. Maybe I am missing something. It's very possible. I wouldn't doubt that. I may have just missed something. I'm just so used to having Jesus, what is it called? CentOS having the live patching. Maybe I just missed it. Okay. You don't want the new kernel, just ignore the reboot message. Yeah, that's what I did, but I don't like that reboot message. I'm a little OCD when it comes to that. That's a very bad thing of me. So no, but besides that, I think like I'm happy with Ubuntu because I have it running on. I have running Docker. I have KVM running, and then I also have everything running on containers. Well, I'm not getting it from eBay. Yeah, I'm using KVM using libvirt. Yeah, I don't like the implementation because I'm actually using Cockpit, but it's okay. I'm actually looking at TrueNAS Scale as a potential operating system that I'm going to be moving forward to. I haven't decided yet. Still way too early in that one. I actually was talking about it last week. But yeah, there's this one actually just came out like 3 months ago. I was talking about it as Scale. Let me pull it up here. TrueNAS Scale. The only thing that I have to do a little more research on is that their implementation is very based on Kubernetes. I'm gonna take a look at that. The place that I'm looking at is this place called Server Superstore. They have Dell towers. Yes, actually, I set one up for a client, and it has been quiet. That's what convinced me to get a server. Let me see, where's the towers? Tower. Yes, I've worked enough with the Pro Lions. I know exactly how loud they can get. Let's see. This is the one that okay, so I'm actually looking at a rack mount because I'm planning in the future. But I can get a which one? ILO 4 or ILO 3? Because the ILO 4 was actually better than ILO 3. But wait, this is what gen? What gen Pro Lion? Ooh, yeah. So it's probably yeah, yeah. I agree. I haven't used ILO in 4 years. So I liked how Dell did its iDRAC. I have only tinkered around with it very, very lightly. Oh my god, yes. Yes. That's one thing I don't like about HP. That's the problem with HP. Okay. So I know that HP bought, I think it was called WebOS from, I think it was from Palm. I don't remember now. And they're trying to shove that in everything. I'm talking about 6 years ago, when I started really working hard onto on HP ProLions, because the company I worked for, they were it was an IT consulting, so we would just be shoving HP everywhere. And man, that okay. So HP's the ILO, it started getting a little bit better over time. I don't know how it is now, but their BIOS, their interface for interacting with the firmware is trash, beyond trash. The only thing I kind of liked is that they actually added some of the diagnostic tools into it, but oh my god, to install Windows, it's stupid. Yes, exactly. So this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the towers, and I'm kind of like, okay, I'm dealing with it. I wanna get one, but in reality, what I really want to get is this sucker. Exactly. 100%. It's so annoying. So is a Dell R730. Yeah, that whole tier of firmware, it's just retarded. I got so frustrated. I'm trying to avoid getting an HP server, because one, they are extremely loud, and two, no. I don't like it. It's just the direction that they went to is terrible. Yeah. So this is one I'm actually keeping an eye on, this one, because it's an R730. It has 8 3.5-inch drives, but the 730, and there's another one that has, there's a 720 in here. I think that's the 12th gen. Let's see, where is it? 12th gen 720. Here it is. Yeah, I know, but their options are not that great. I would actually prefer getting something like this one right here. This is the one I'm actually keeping my eye on, because $310, and it just comes cut, and you can customize it. You can start with 16 gigs, but the memory upgrades are nothing. Like, they're actually reasonable upgrades. And I'm gonna get a rack soon. So I want to actually build out a rack. I'm planning on getting switches, APs. I'm going the whole 9 in my house. But the thing is that these drives, I can just get them on Amazon for like, what, a 4 terabyte SATA for about the same price, if not cheaper, if I get them on sale. And I can just get the blanks, and it won't cost me more than a few $100s more. But this is 2 gigs. I would actually probably spruce up to the 2.5. Yeah, this is a little bit higher tiered. The one thing I like about it is that it has the 12 drives. Yeah, but the amount of drives that I can do here, and tying it in with TrueNAS Scale, is exactly, I think, the 1-2 punch combination I'm going to be looking for. Because I was doing the stream last week talking about TrueNAS Scale, and actually, you know what? Let me spin it up. No, I'm not gonna spin it up. Doing TrueNAS Scale, and since it's using ZFS, I think that's gonna be the way I'm gonna go. I'm thinking about it heavily, and it already has KVM built in, Kubernetes, and Docker. The only thing I don't like is that I can't use, like, you try to use the containers, you have to use Kubernetes, and I noticed that there's a limitation, which is that you can't use port 9000 and under. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at it. Let's see, tower. Oh, that's 620. Here it is. Actually, not that bad. Let's get 20 here. Here we go. This is one. I wouldn't doubt it. Knowing these companies that actually reuse their SKUs, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. 2.4 quad core. I would boot that up to 6 core. Let's do 2.5. 32. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. 12 gen. Let's do redundant. 700 watts. Yeah, 16 terabytes. Yeah. All right, 3.5 inch. That's actually not that bad. Okay, let's just. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna actually put an SSD for these two. Tray. Because I'm redundant everywhere. Let's do 4 terabytes. 4 terabytes. 3, 4. And why? Why can't I pick VMware? 'Cause that's like exactly what I want. This is not that bad. Sure. That's easy. Ooh. Burgers. I actually had some burgers the other day. So good. Wait, I didn't set up that bot. Where is that? Hold on, I thought I had a bot setting schedules here. Oh, I guess I did. Wait, why not? Cloudbot. Okay. I'm actually gonna see something here because I'm kind of curious. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Where is it? All right. Say 1.1. What was that IP? 143. I believe so. Let me see. Yeah, it does. So let me just do. Yeah, it does. Yeah, at this point I'm like, does any Linux flavor doesn't? Actually, no. Wait, does it? I know Ubuntu does. I'm no CentOS does. Root. Oh, you know, I have no idea. I have to see that. Wow, that thing's getting hit hard. Yeah, I should probably add more CPUs to that. So this is actually the cockpit, and actually the same thing. Let me see. No, it doesn't. Yeah, no, it doesn't support the tabbing for that. I know. Wow. But actually, this looks pretty good. Curious to see. Oh. Control R. Let me see. Yep, it does. Yeah, that one. It's same thing as CentOS. Control R actually is existent. Where something? Okay, so this is something that I wanted to see. Oh yeah, live kernel patching. Oh, I love cockpit. This is so simple. Enable. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, no problem, Kundar. Nice to see you. Automatic update. Nice. The applications. Yeah, I should really be using this one. Should have been. Oh well. I need to actually add more CPU to this thing. Because it's crying. Oh, I need to have more memory too. Alright, let's shut this down. Let's add more memory. And 2 CPUs. And 4. No, 2. Is it done? Yeah, man. Oh yeah, I'm still loading. There we go. this actually added some additional stuff. It looks completely different from Ubuntu. Seems like it's more native. Let's see. Install. Alright, let me install Docker. Oh. Oh, this is guide. Huh? 2020? Go away. What's it called? This container? curious. That's it. This is a complicated install. Oh, I like the other one better. Alright, well, that's pretty much going to be it. Alright, everybody, have a good night.